Welcome, my dear Class 11 NEET 2027 aspirants. This is your Captain Shreyas, your physics master teacher on the Vedantu NEET English channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your fun with physics with the basics. Today, you are going to see how you should, study physics and how to develop interest in physics. And this first lecture is very important because, it can make or break your entire lineup of the studies and the lectures that might be scheduled for all of you, because a lot of you come with some notions, come with some baggages, come with some concepts or misconcepts which need to be cleared, in the first couple of lectures itself. Believe me, this is more important for NEET students than JEE students, because you know that many NEET competitors are droppers, almost two-thirds of them. So, of every three aspirants, two of them are droppers. So, that creates unnecessary panic among freshers like us, like you, who are going to prepare for 2 years. And believe me, these 2 years are more than enough to crack NEET. But you need not look at or get scared by the dropper crowd, because a lot of aspirants who get into AIMS do clear it in the first attempt itself. So it's all about how you deal with the subjects and how you tackle with the exam pressure and how regular, sincere you are for the next 2 years. So let's begin, my dear students. Hello, Candy, and hello, MNS. Welcome, Ayuch. Welcome, Samiksha. Good evening, my dear students. So let me ask you a simple question, but before we go ahead, this is my quick introduction. Some of you might be very new to the channel. So I am your physics master teacher. I'm Captain Shreyas. You can call me Capto. And a lot of people, ask me, sir, did you always love teaching from before? So let me tell you, I was in a software engineering firm, and I left my very high-paying job long time back, almost 13 years past, and I'm into teaching. And I found this interest just by a chance, by coincidence. I loved teaching before also, but I never knew I would be coaching, when I left my software job. And it so happened that some of the kids which I trained performed amazingly well in the JEE entrance examination, and that's where I started taking up teaching very seriously 13 years back. And now here I am, making sure every year thousands of students enter into the top Premier League. So, if you see every year, at least 1,000 students will be there of mine in some IIT, in some NIT, BITS, AIMS, AFMC, JIPMER, government college, you will find them. And I'm extremely proud of this fact. So let's begin this class. And yes, by the way, I'm from NIT Nagpur. I did my BTech and also did my research from IIT Bombay. Okay, so that's my quick intro. You can also talk about yourself a little bit, where you're from and what is your interest, what you want to become. You want to become a neurosurgeon, heart surgeon, dentist, you want to go into veterinary, you want to go into Ayurveda, what is it you are looking for? Medical AI, bioengineering, biotech. I'm just exploring. Whatever it is, just let me know. And yeah, we follow a daily practice. Whenever you enter the class, start by liking the video. That also marks your attendance and also shows your love. And yeah, stay subscribed on the channel, because a lot of important updates, academic classes are going to go on. Okay. Yes. For 2026, Mary, I think either Namrata ma'am or Diksha ma'am has a class on JEE channel. Okay. Welcome, Candy. You're from Hyderabad and I want to become a cardio surgeon. Wow, kudos. It's an amazing ambition. Sabi Priya, hello. Hi, Samiksha. Nice to see you all. Neurologist says Shivran. Wow, too good. Yeah, too good. Keep these ambitions alive. Now, so why is this session, like I probably might have mentioned before also, but still I'll repeat for some new students. See, first of all, understand 11th standard is where your actual physics begins, where your foundations are laid. If you understand 11th, na, trust me, 12th will be very easy for you. But if you don't understand 11th, first of all, you will have the 11th backlogs, plus 12th physics will be very tough. Many students have told me, sir, 12th physics is tough. So immediately I understand that their 11th is weak. And they say 11th is, sir, doable, I can do it. They feel that 11th is doable, but no, 11th is the real challenge, because it is like a very high level steep climb that you have, and after 11th it is normal. Okay, you barely climb anything. So that's what it is very important. So a lot of 10th standard stuff is also going to be useful, and when you move from 11th to 12th, it becomes more deeper. Yes, there are a lot of concepts of math, science, everything involved in together, but the foundation is where is laid in the 11th standard, right? Hi Poppy, good evening my dear students. So first of all, welcome you all to the 11th standard. And what is there in 11th standard, sir? Please tell me. So, see, guys, one simple thing, let me tell you. If I have the NCERT, oh my God, where is the NCERT? Yeah. So, this is your NCERT, right? This is your NCERT. Now, this is the book from which your questions are going to come from for the NEET exam. Now, this is just part 1. You have part 2 for 11th. Similarly, part 1 and part 2 for 12th. So, totally how many books for physics? 4 books are there for physics, correct? Now, this has to be your new NCERT. If you have old NCERT of your brother, sister, somebody donated it to you, please don't use it. Use new NCERT. Is it very, very clear? You have to use what? New NCERT. That is absolutely clear. Sir, can you understand everything from NCERT? I supposedly feel no, because it's simple. NCERT, although it's a good book for the questions or the theory or the derivations or the phenomena and the literature, whatever is there, the problem is sometimes the understanding may not happen through NCERT. It happens usually through the teacher notes or the coaching modules or the notes that you get from your teacher, basically, or the explanations, because this book has been made by many teachers. It's not a single author book. Please understand that. It's not like H.C. Verma. H.C. Verma or D.C. Pandey or, these kind of books, they are single author with some supporting authors maximum. So they have a clear flow. They have a linear way of approaching things. But in NCERT, sorry to say this, it might hurt you or somebody might be a fan of NCERT in 10th, but in 11th and 12th, it can take you here and there and then lead you to the thing, explanation. So better to follow a teacher, a guide, a module, notes, and then refer to NCERT properly, but don't leave one topic out of NCERT also. In and out has to be done. Is that right? Hi, Sunflower, welcome. Now in 11th standard, what do you learn? Vectors, graphs, equations, Newton's laws, energy, waves, right? And you also then slowly go on to electricity, then you go to light, then atoms and modern physics. That happens in 12th standard. That is what happens. Slowly you move on to other concepts by 12th standard. So initially it's all about things that you see around you. Boxes, pulleys, threads, velocity, acceleration, displacement, force, momentum, all the things which you see around you. How do you measure things? How do you quantify things? What are the units? This is what you learn. Gravitation, waves, sound, right? Waves on a string, all these things, oscillations, periodic motions. You learn all these things basically in 11th, and a little bit of not so visible things like thermal physics related to temperature, thermodynamics, heating of gases and solids and all of that. So this is what you learn towards the end, and then slowly move on to 12th, where you learn not so visible things like electricity, magnetism, optics, wave optics, electromagnetic waves, and modern physics, atoms and all of that. So that is what broadly is there in your entire NEET physics syllabus. Is this clear? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box quickly. Did you understand broadly what is there? So you have things which you see like kinematics and mechanics. Then you slowly go on to waves. Then you go to thermal physics, also some fluids and all of that. Then you go on to electromagnetism, and then you go to modern physics. Okay, and light is also there. These are the broad areas that you will be touching upon in the entire NEET physics syllabus. Now, let me show you some interesting tools, some interesting phenomena, which will really start questioning, oh my God, really? This is what physics is all about? And I also wanted to ask you a question. How many of you are planning to take PCB? How many of you are planning to take PCMB? Obviously, I won't say PCM because then you will not be on this channel. So how many of you are planning to take PCB? How many of you are planning to take PCMB? Come on, quickly mention in the chat box right away, right now. How many of you are going to take either of them? I'll be watching your videos when I was 9th standard. It was very useful, sir. Now I can watch this video for my basics. Definitely, Sabi. Why not? 100%. PCMB, PCB. Okay. PCB, PCB, PCB. Very good. So, how many of you don't like maths? Don't like mathematics? How many of you don't like math? Come on, tell me in the chat box by putting yes, sir, I don't like, don't like, don't like. Put it up. Is that why you have skipped maths? Is that why you have skipped mathematics? Or is it by choice that there is no need for mathematics for me right now? Nothing is wrong. See, you can leave mathematics because you don't like it or because you understand that there is no need. If I'm clear that I want to become a doctor, I want to crack NEET exam, then there is no need of mathematics. So what is it by choice or is it because of the aversion to the subject, meaning you don't like or you find it difficult, etc.? Okay. Okay, great, great. So many of you are saying, sir, by choice. Some of you are saying that I want to just crack NEET, sir. And Sunflower saying, no, sir, I don't like maths. Okay. So if it is by choice, really good. But if you do not like maths, a small surprise. If you don't like maths, please understand there is lot of maths, lot of standard maths, not advanced mathematics, lot of standard maths in physics, in physics, in physics, and there is definitely some basic maths, there is definitely some basic mathematics in chemistry. Basic math and chemistry, but some standard mathematics, not advanced level, not even NCERT and beyond in physics, even below NCERT, which is there in mathematics for your physics point of view. Now, this is the reason why students always, they will love zoology. Lot of love for zoology will come. A decent amount of love will also come for botany. A lot of love will also come for botany and zoology. Maybe I should draw very big hearts for zoology because usually students end up liking zoology a lot. Botany also they love. There is some decent amount of love for chemistry. But when it comes to physics, even if you left mathematics by choice, even if you left mathematics by choice, still, when it comes to physics, many students find heartbroken, and this year's NEET physics paper was very tough. Now, the reason for this is the standard maths which is used in physics. Is this clear? The standard maths which is used in physics. Okay. Now, I asked you what is your aim. You told neurosurgeons or heart surgeons, sir, I want to treat I want to treat patients. I want to open a hospital. Somebody said, I want to open dental. So many ambitions came through. Now, my question is, let's say you might have seen in a movie, hero wants a heroine. So when the hero wants a heroine, what is his target or what is his goal? Basically, he wants to live happily with the heroine. He wants to go around with the heroine. He wants a very peaceful life. Does he aim for very complicated life? Some problems created by some extended family or some villain coming into the picture, some goon coming and hitting him. Does he want all that? No, right? But it happens. And that, in fact, deepens the love, the bond that the hero and heroine share. Agree or disagree? The hero never ever wanted to fight the goons. He wanted a peaceful life. The hero never wanted troubles from the family opposing the marriage or opposing the relationship. They wanted to be together. But in spite of all of this, he works towards his goal. They get together and they find that now their love has grown stronger. Same way, my dear students. Maybe for you, physics might become tough. For not because physics is tough, but because of the maths which is there in it. And it is not very complex, it is normal only. But because you feel that there is no maths at all, that is the reason you expect that there is no maths, but there is maths. That expectation is wrong. That is what I'm saying. So there is little bit of pleasant maths which we can easily do crackable. And if you tackle this goon, if you tackle this problem, your love for the subjects, love for NEET will grow stronger and you will become a much, much better doctor. You will be at a much better state. You will be at a very valuable, respected position in top government colleges. Agreed? Disagree? Everyone? Is 11th physics hard? No. Is 11th physics hard? No. It is the maths part which makes look the 11th part little tough. Yes, 11th part, you find lot of concepts. But once you understand that, 12th becomes easy. 11th and 12th are equally hard. It's just that if you understand 11th, 12th is easy. If you don't understand 11th, you can't understand 12th. And to understand 11th, you need that basic standard level of mathematics. Yes, Ruthi, definitely a proper also can watch. Okay. This much is clear. Next thing. Is there any high weightage or anything low weightage? Sir, is it that I can skip chapter 1 and 2 and I can watch chapter 4 and 5? You only answer in the chat box. I want to listen from you. Come on, guys. Just type it in the chat box. Do you think there will be some chapters which will be very important? Some chapters you can skip. Some chapters not so important. Maybe I can do it. Do you think it is valid for NEET 2027? Come on, my dear students, put it up in the chat box. What do you think? Is it true that there are some chapters important, some chapters not important? Definitely not. There is nothing like priority order. There is nothing like weightage. Is that okay? No, there is nothing like that. Yeah. So never ask, sir, this chapter very important, sir. Nothing like that. Sir, this chapter useless, sir. No, bro. Nothing like that. There is nothing important, nothing not important. Everything is equally important because you don't know where the question comes from. Number two, this chapter can be understood only because you have studied this chapter. Just because last year there was no question from this chapter does not mean you skip it. This was indirectly used in some other chapter. Okay, that's very important. Now let me show you some crazy things where you can love physics. When you see, you believe, and when you believe, you understand, and when you understand, your marks improve. Got it? So you need to see it, you need to feel it. So when you see physics, when you feel physics, when you are experiencing that physics, that's where you will start understanding it, you will start loving it, and your marks automatically will start increasing. And one such website is PHET, PHET. Just go to physics part. Such amazing animations which you can play around with, and all related to mostly your 11th and 12th standard. Let's say, for example, in physics section, I select the unit of motion, and maybe we can go to something like the projectile motion, which is very interesting. Yeah, it's fun, guys, projectile motion. And let's see how does this simulation work. Right. So let's have a look at the lab over here. And you can see this is a cannon which I can choose to change the angle. I can also go to the introductory part over here. Wow, I can change the angle here too. And I can shoot down as well. Interesting. Okay. And I can add some resistance by the air. That means air will prevent it from moving fast. And I can see some acceleration, velocity, everything over here. So let's just see what exactly happens. Can I change the speed? I don't know. Yeah, I can change the speed here. 0 speed, very high speed. So let's throw it with some normal speed and see what happens. Oh, that's a pumpkin, guys. That's a pumpkin. Wow! Capto was cool. We just hit it on the target, guys. Smash the like button and give me an applause. Big applause. I just randomly chose a speed. Okay. So let me see what happens if I chose it like this. And let's see. Now see, it is almost hitting near that person and I can choose which object I want to throw. Golf ball, baseball, football, pumpkin. I can throw a car and a human also. Guys, I can throw human. This is the only place where we can throw human beings. And oh, this human landed near this human. Wow, he's a superhero, super heroine. She's a girl, okay. And I can throw this superheroine somewhere else also. And there she goes. There she lands. Looks like Wonder Woman. Anyways, so very interesting things which you can see. I can also go to the lab and I can, let's say, for example, get that human back. Very nice human. And you will see if I throw at 90 degrees, the human goes and comes back over here. But if I throw at a very small angle, oh my God, what a range! What a range! You might be like, sir, if I throw it more like this, the human or that projectile will go very far. But that's not true. See this? I will change the angle. I'll change the angle. Now I have made it slightly more. Oh, you go even farther. In fact, exactly at 45 degrees, you will go the farthest. See? Farthest. The range is so cool. The range is maximum at 45 degrees. And if I change the angle to something else, the range is going to be smaller. So at 45 degrees, the range is maximum. In fact, I can keep on changing the angle and you will see that the range keeps on reducing, reducing, reducing and reducing. So at 45 degrees, the range is maximum. Isn't it cool? You can see how high the person goes. You can also see what happens. Let's say, for example, the same thing with air resistance. So air is going to obstruct the motion. And when I shoot, see, you will not go that high. You will not land at the same place. There is a small difference between the pink and the blue line because the air has caused some small deviation. Isn't it amazing, guys? Not just that, we can go on to some other planet by changing the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, say for example, we go on to Jupiter, close enough to Jupiter, which is having acceleration of 24 meters per second square. So you can see what happens there. Look at it in Jupiter. Why? The person was not able to go so high, not so far, because the gravity was very strong. But imagine if you are on moon where the gravity is very less. In fact, it is very close to 1 or 2 meters per second square. So see what happens when the gravity is less. Oh my God, the person went off the screen. Where will that person land? Oh my God, I have to zoom out. See, the person landed here. The person went so high and landed here. Crazy, isn't it? The moment you reduce the acceleration due to gravity. So, this is just one of those experiments. There are many crazy experiments. Let me show it to you. And all these are chapters, by the way. So when you are studying projectile motion, I think this should be there on your computer screen. You should feel what is happening, why it is happening, etc. So let's say, for example, let's take our solar system, or maybe let's take our, because gravity is a chapter, by the way. Gravity is a chapter. Yeah, gravity is a chapter in NEET physics, and let's see how it works. It's going to be crazy simulation. Let's load it. By the way, it's coming up. Introduction. Okay, so this is introduction. This is our sun, and this is our planet. Okay, and well, velocity, gravitational force is here. Let's draw a grid and let's play it. See, oh my God, look at that. This is the sun and this is the earth. The earth is going around the sun. A lot of you feel that the sun stays there in the same place, but actually the sun also wobbles. It is never going to be stationary because of the gravitational pull, and that wobbling effect will see why does that happen. It's crazy. Okay, and maybe let's go to the lab and let's see if we can add more bodies. So now there are 3 bodies. So there is a mass at the center, which is crazily heavy. The sun is very, very heavy, and maybe the earth and the other planet are not so heavy. And let's see what happens when I play them. Look at that. Oh my god, oh my god, crazy things are happening. See how they are moving with respect to each other. Oh my god, looks like they are going to collide. They are not liking it. Oops. Yeah, this is how the planetary behavior is. If I've chosen some random, one very heavy mass, one very low mass, so this is how the planets are going around with each other. So it's crazy, guys. We can add more bodies, we can reduce the bodies, we can just have one body and see what happens. So this is just one body. Oh my god, I don't want the velocity. Let's clear this. Okay, and we can just have sun, planet, and moon. So this is how the moon goes around the earth. See, when you look at it from outer space, it looks like a beautiful design, but actually the moon is going around the sun like this. Sorry, moon is going around the earth like this. For earth, it feels like it is going round and round, but when you look at it from outside, it is a nice flowery design. You can also have maybe a binary star planet. Wow, crazy. This is also crazy. See how three planets are going around each other. Crazy, guys. So a lot of beautiful patterns and designs out here. Let's go out and let's have a look at something else, which is like, say, for example, maybe waves. Yes, waves. This is also very cool. You are going to love this. Okay, this is waves chapter. Okay, this is there in the NEET syllabus, by the way. Questions have come on this many times. Okay, so super amazing. Captain Sapat. Oh my god, nice to see your name as Captain Sapat. Captain, when will the YouTube classes for 2026 start? Next week. Look at this. This is a string and I can create a wave on it. And let me just create a wave on it. Oh my god, it just went there. Oh, what is happening? The wave just disappeared. Something happened, guys. I just created a wave. Look at it. The wave came back, but it disappeared. Something is wrong. See here, damping. Damping is something like air resistance or some kind of very villainish feature which sucks away the energy. When you talk, it's not that the sound keeps reflecting, and whatever I said will keep on repeating in the room. The sound will die out. Agree? Or else the teacher will conduct the class, blah, 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 chapter 1, okay. Then even after 1 hour you come because the sound is getting reflected. So, ma'am, I heard your lecture, ma'am, it was reflecting. I heard your lecture. You will say that. That doesn't happen because the energy gets lost. So there was some kind of energy loss which was happening. Let's try out with no damping, means no energy loss. No energy loss. And see this in slow motion. Look at this. I am going to create this wave. Oh my god, this wave is going. It's in slow motion. If you want, we can keep it normal also. See, this wave is going there and coming back. There is no damping. There is no energy loss. Isn't it? The moment I create damping, zzz, gone. That energy lost. The moment I have no damping, that energy will keep on oscillating back and forth, back and forth. Okay, let's go to slow motion. Let's reset this back. Let's create to no damping. And let's see what happens when I generate a wave like this. See, it is going there, going there, going there. Reflect as a trough. The trough is getting reflected now as a crest. And the crest will now get reflected as a trough. But what if I make this end free, meaning this end earlier was fixed. It was not allowed to be moved. It can't go up and down, this dot, this green dot. What if I make it loose? That means it can freely go up and down. Now see, observe carefully. It's going to go double height and it is going to come as a crest. But here, this is fixed. So it will get reflected as a trough. Go become double height as a trough and come back. And this is fixed. So it will get inverted as a crest and go and double height and reflect as a crest. This is there. Isn't it amazing, guys? This is there. This is what is there. All right. So this is waves, and you can study a lot of things over here in waves also. A lot of things even in electromagnetism is there. A lot of things in electromagnetism is there, guys. So many things, be it generator, be it resistors, be it electric charges, be it these things. Oh, by the way, this is also a very famous phenomena. You might have experienced this, especially during monsoons and also sometimes during winters. you suddenly touch or shake hand with someone, have you felt a shock? How many of you have felt a shock when you shake hands? How many of you have felt that? How many of you have felt that? You feel some shock. So this is explained over here. You know why it happens? Why it happens? Because when you rub surfaces, usually some particular surfaces, your bodies, which are like some conductors, become charged. They become charged. Okay. So now imagine this person, I call him Pandu. What do I call him? This person's name, we'll call him Pandu. Pandu is wearing shoes. Now tell me, shoes, are they insulators or are they conductors? Shoes are made of plastic, leather, rubber, like that, right? So they will be bad conductors of electricity. So imagine this guy, this Pandu, okay, he's walking on this carpet. Because of that rubbing motion, what will happen? His body will get charged. His body will get charged. But that charge, Papa, can't go anywhere. Can't go anywhere. Why can't the charge go anywhere? Because this shoe is an insulator. The shoe will not allow the charges to flow anywhere. So the charges will get trapped in the human body. Do you see this person is charged now? Can you see this person is charged? Everyone? Yes. So now the charges are accumulated in this person. Oh, but imagine if this person was not wearing shoes, he was bare feet. So immediately the charges will flow into the floor. They will get distributed. They will go around. But now they have nowhere else to go. They are trapped completely. So now imagine he will touch some metallic object like the doorknob or shakes hand with some other person. What will happen? Immediately the charges will find a way to move, to conduct, and you will see, you will feel some electrical shock. So let's try it. His hand goes near the knob and he felt that shock. Did you understand it? What just happened? Isn't it crazy? Let's try it out again. This person, unaware of what damage his shoes are doing. Oh my God, he's continuously getting shocked. Oh my God. Guys, he's putting his finger in the nose now. Very bad, Pandu. Don't put fingers in your noses, guys. Okay. So you rub your feet against the carpet and now your charged body. These charges are trapped within your body. Nowhere else to go because of the insulating nature of your shoes. Had you not worn shoes, then it would not be trapped. Now this person, oh my God, he took out his finger from the nose and he touched the doorknob. Please don't touch the doorknob. It has a lot of germs. Okay. Okay, great. So that is how this works and you get a shock. So amazing things about electricity and also about magnetism as well. You will see some crazy phenomena about magnetism. Let me show you over here if I have something. Where is it? Yes, generator, electric generator. This is crazy. You might have heard about how hydroelectric plant or nuclear plant, etc. works. This is one such example. Imagine water is stored on the top. Water is stored on the top. That water falls from the dam or from a natural waterfall. When it falls, all the gravitational potential energy, the stored water in the dam has potential energy, comes down and converts into kinetic energy. Kinetic means energy of motion. See this. I turn on the tap, the dam water, the potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy. So that kinetic energy now gets transferred to the turbine. Gets transferred to the turbine. And the turbine has a magnet attached to it. It has a magnet attached to it. The magnet is placed near a coil. The magnet is near a coil. So the moment the magnet moves, it creates induced electricity. It induces electricity. It is by Faraday's law. You will learn this in 12th standard. So it creates electricity without touching it. And this electricity will light up your house. Bulb, fan, heater, washing machine, TV, radio, whatever it is. Everything works on this principle. So wherever electricity is getting generated, there is a turbine. If you change the flow, obviously the electricity will also decrease or increase. So now it is less, so less energy, so less electricity. More water, more energy, more rotation, more changes which are happening, which creates more electricity over here. Okay, so this is also a very interesting phenomena. You can have multiple windings. See, there were two windings. What if I make the winding only one? If I make only one winding, the bulb will not glow so bright. See, if I make it 3, 4 windings, some more windings, then you will see as the number of turns of that coil or the coil windings increase, the bulb will glow brighter. It's crazy. I can also change the area of the loop. If I change the area of the coil, if I make it big, you will see more electricity will be generated. If I decrease the area of the coil, automatically the electricity generated will be also less. So how all these things affect, and there are formulas which you are going to see. Isn't it crazy, guys? Loved it. Now these are just some of the animations, and most of the chapters, most of the concepts are there here, right? So which is this website, guys? FET. Use this. It is not a secret. I am not the teacher who will be like, no, why should I tell the students this is my thing? I will not show, I will only show something. No, I am telling you, please watch this, use this, love physics, explore physics, feel it, see it, and that's how you are going to increase your marks. If you just go via NCERT, it will not. See, I cleared my JEE entrance with almost full marks in physics, and that is because I created that love for physics. It was not like from birth Shreyas Sir loved physics. He was thinking about black holes, and in first standard teacher asked him some question and Shreyas gave one lecture on electricity. No, Shreyas Sir was normal, was average kid, just like you. How you are? I was exactly like that. In fact, most of my 11th standard, I was not able to understand what is happening. It's just that towards the end, I kept on forcing myself, and that's how I developed interest. Maths, I developed interest back in 8th standard, 9th standard because of unlimited practice. I used to keep on solving problems. Till 8th, 9th standard, I was not at all good at maths. And I used to think that how will I do well? How will I get marks? And I used to write scholarship exam, this exam, but never I was able to do well. It is only after I started practicing maths, I suddenly realized that maths is nothing but practicing. If you just practice most of your maths for 11, 12, you can crack it. I'm not talking about Olympiads and very high J advanced level. See, that is different. For NEET, what is required? It's enough. Just practicing. Is it right? Okay. Now, I'll show you one more amazing thing. This is also going to blow your mind. Ready for it, guys? Are you loving this lecture? Yes or no? Put a heart emoji in the chat box. Very good, Candy. You're already using it. Yep. Great. Loving this lecture, everyone? Okay, now I'm going to show you another amazing tool, but before that, let me show you some more things which are there throughout the syllabus. Like for example, this one, the northern lights, the aurora borealis, which is the northern lights. You might have seen these pictures. You know why this green thing happens? Why this green thing happens? It is because of the Earth's magnetic field. Yes, the Earth's magnetic field creates this beautiful colors. Unfortunately, in India, you cannot see it unless you are in Himalayas, that too very rare. So the solar storms which comes, they have lot of charges, ions, charges are there, electronic discharge. But the Earth beautifully protects us from these solar flares. We do not feel. Imagine somebody throws a big flame onto you, you will become tandoori. You will become tandoori, just like the tandoori chicken, tandoori paneer. You will become tandoori. But you don't become tandoori because of the Earth's magnetic field. And the Earth's magnetic field is protecting us from the solar winds, solar flares, and it disrupts them. But some of it will come via the northern and the southern poles like this, because it is strong and the manner in which the Earth's magnetic fields are. And that is why only on the northern and the southern poles you see these solar discharges coming through, and you will see these colors because of the interaction with the atmosphere and all of that. Also, you might have seen when a cricket ball is thrown or when a football is kicked, sometimes it goes in a curved manner. You would have seen that. Yes, the football goes in a curved manner. You might have seen, these free kicks. Those defenders are there, but the person, Messi, will come and he will kick the ball, and the ball goes in a very curved manner. You might be thinking, is he Rajnikant or what? The answer is no. The answer comes through physics, and the answer is Magnus effect. The Magnus effect, which is derived from Bernoulli's principle, because of the spin motion of the ball. Because of the spin motion of the ball, there is a difference of pressure which is created. The pressure difference creates a force which pushes the ball in one direction. So that is the reason why the ball bends. You are going to learn this. Don't worry. You don't have to understand any formula today. You just have to see the phenomena. Not just that. Sometimes in the elevator, you might have felt suddenly you feel lighter. Suddenly you feel heavier. And sometimes even in an aeroplane, have you felt that you're feeling little heavy during takeoff, and while landing, or when there is a turbulence, when the plane is going down, you feel a little bit lighter? That is because of Newton's laws and frames of reference, inertial frames, non-inertial frames. So when a thing in which you are sitting goes up, you will feel heavier. The blood goes down. You will feel more weight. But if you are going on a bump and you are flying, or the aeroplane is coming down, or the lift is coming down, you feel as if you have lifted yourself. You feel little lighter. Newton's laws. There are questions on that as well. Yes, there are questions on Newton's laws as well. Also, you would have seen some magicians lifting themselves up without any thread or without any invisible, I would say, object below them, or without holding anything. You know how magicians are able to levitate themselves? They can rise in the air because of the concept of diamagnetism or magnetism between two materials. Even we are diamagnetic in nature, and that can be used to repel other objects and repel us from magnets, and that is what is the concept. Even maglev trains, you might have seen trains which fly on railway tracks. They don't touch the railway tracks, so when they touch, there is friction loss, lot of waste is there. But when you don't touch, you are flying, then there is no loss of energy, so they can go at higher speeds, lower energy costs. So guys, that is also based on the concept of magnetic force, right? Magnetic repulsion, which is there. Yep. Then let me come to the next tool which you are going to use. This is called Desmos. What is it called? Desmos. What is this for? Graphing. Any graph, any mathematical equation you want to visualize, use this. Mathematical equation. Sir, I'm not able to visualize this equation, sir, graphically. I want to understand what it means. You type whatever you want. Okay? You type, my dear students. Okay? For example, y is equal to 2x minus something 8. Wow, see this? See this? It became like a graph. It came like a line. Oh, very nice. Sir, you took a very simple equation deliberately. Give something tough, sir. Let us test this software. Okay, 2x square. Oh, it became a curve. Okay, let's add something. 3x minus, let's say 4. Wow. See this graph? It has become like this. Crazy. Sir, make it more tough, sir. Okay, my dear students, let's make it more tough. Y is equal to x raised to, where is raised to, 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 where is raised to? Oh my god. Sorry. Raised to, let's say 4 minus x square plus sine of something. I will put sine of x minus, I will put, let's say something else. Let's say, for example, where is it? Not these things. Let's say log of x. Wow. Look at this graph, guys. Look at this graph. How crazily twisted it is. See, it went down, zoop, zoop, zoop. Whatever you want to visualize, you can always visualize. Isn't this amazing, guys? This is your graphing software. let's see if we can, I think over here that is not available right now. Okay, still let's try something else. Y is equal to maybe 4. Let's try something like 4 multiplied by 3x, and I'll put minus. I'll also involve time in this. 3 and let's say t and close bracket square. Okay, add a slider. Okay, and let me just make that slider go from left to right. Okay, let me just make that slider go from left to right. It starts from 0, goes till 10 in a step of 0.1. Okay, now see what happens. See, that graph is moving. I can have moving graphs also. I can have moving graphs also. See this? See, this graph is moving because I'm changing this value. I can change the variables also. So all these things are possible, guys. You can make whatever you want. I can give you one more crazy example. Let's try it out. Okay, so let's say y is equal to 5. Then let's say sine, let's say 2x into, let's say cos of 5, or let's say 50x. Okay, or maybe 50 is too much. No issues. Let's make it 10x or maybe 20x. That's enough. See this, how this graph looks like? Crazy, isn't it? Check this out. See how this graph looks like. It's like this going up, down, going up and down like pulses, so many of the pulses out here. So you can play around with whatever you want, guys. It's crazy. Isn't it amazing? So any equation that you want to visualize, and this is very important, guys, don't think this is some fancy tool or this is not useful for NEET. Sir, in NEET exam I won't have this software. That's precisely the point. In NEET exam you won't have this software. But before the NEET exam, if you don't understand the equation, what will you do in the NEET exam? Getting my point? So only if you understand, only if you love, will you do that subject. I had so many students who told that, sir, we don't love physics, we are not going to solve only physics paper. Sir, we just are going to solve 5 questions. Can you solve the entire NEET paper with 5 physics questions? Impossible. You will not even get private seat. Getting my point? So you have to forcefully love this particular thing. Yeah, it's like a heartbeat. Yeah, so many nice. It's like your ECG signal. We can make an ECG signal if you want something like this. You add something to it. I don't know. We can do something like I don't know, maybe this I can reduce. Okay, maybe this I can maybe reduce, like, oh, this is too much, 50. Maybe I'll make it 15, or maybe, yeah, something like this, 15x. Okay, nice. It looks great. Yeah, so all these things are possible. Yes. Okay, so this is your graphing software. What is it called? It is called Desmos. You can also make 3-dimensional graph. Now, I don't know whether 3-dimension will it allow or not, but if I try this, so let's say z is there, so x square plus y square plus z square is equal to, let's say something, let's say 10. All right, enter. But it is not allowing me to create a 3-dimensional graph right now. But I think I had seen somehow you can get it on the app. At least it is there on the, not on the web browser. Maybe on the app it might be shown. Okay, maybe on the app it might be shown. Not on the web browser. So on the web browser, some features are limited. So if you download this on the mobile app, if you download it on the mobile app, I think it will be shown some 3-dimensional. So if you put z equations also, it can be shown. But you don't need that. It's okay. Just x and y is enough, because NEET physics, this much is more than sufficient. Okay, clear, guys? All right. So in 11th and 12th, you will be learning more of little bit deeper mechanics. Thermos is also there, little bit. Optics and waves, majorly. Electricity and magnetism, and modern physics. So these are the topics which you are majorly going to learn. This is very minimal, or minimal usage is there, but majorly this part is learnt in 12th standard. Okay, so that is what is there, my dear students. So in general, I want you to start asking yourself from now on, why every single time. And trust me, this simple why can lead you to a lot of other discoveries. But I'm not asking you to say this why 5 times or 7 times, because then you will start questioning life. Sir, why did the box fall? The answer will be gravity. Oh, why did the gravity act? You can ask two whys. Oh, because every object is pulled by the earth. Why is it pulled by the earth? Because any two masses will pull by Newton's law of gravitation. Why Newton's law of gravity means I don't know, boss. See, that much nobody knows. Why every object will attract every other object? Nobody knows. If you get that, you will win Nobel Prize maybe. So you cannot keep asking why 100 times. There is a limit till which you should know where to stop. Okay, you should not go too much into black holes, you should not go too much into time travel, you should not go too deep into physics, which is not required, but decently on the surface you should scratch it, you should uncover what is there below the surface. That much is enough. Don't have to dig a tunnel inside it. Got my point? Okay, also you have to solve numericals. If you, lot of students do this mistake. I've seen so many NEET students, beautiful notes of physics. I love it. I was like, my God, man, what notes you guys have made. I was like crazy. But when I see their marks, I am like, why are you not getting marks, man? So the answer was because they are just making notes. They are just reading theory. Where is the numericals? So numericals are the problem. Got it, my dear students? Numericals is very, very important. Problem solving, not just the theory. Visualizing everything like animations, I showed you, diagrams, charts, graphs, very important, my dear students. And most importantly, this word, guys, consistent. Meaning, many of you, if you are getting 10 hours to study, or maybe in a week, if you are studying for 50 hours, out of that, usually I have seen people will do this: 40 hours zoology, 40 hours zoology, 15 or maybe too much, I told. You might study 30 hours or 25 hours zoology. Okay. Remaining some 20, 25 hours, you might again study botany, some 5 hours chemistry or something like that. And then 1 hour or 1 minute physics. Immediately when you open the book, it should be so interesting that, my God, you should get involved in it. You feel like that. But that is not going to be the case. When you open the physics book, you might not understand it for 1 hour also. Happens. But when I teach, people are like, yes, sir, whatever you are teaching, I'm understanding, sir. They'll all be nodding the heads. I've seen in offline batches also. Everybody is nodding their heads. Yes, sir, I understood, sir. Wow, their mouth will also be open. But when I tell them study on their own, sir, somebody has to force me, sir. I am not getting full interest. See, that attitude you have to change. You cannot have 20, 25 hours for zoology, 20, 25 hours for botany, 5 hours for chemistry, and then half an hour for physics. Sir, it was not interesting, I left it. Then you cannot expect good marks. You have to devote consistent time for physics throughout the year. Promise me all these things. Okay. Sir, use this equation in Desmos. Okay, which equation, guys? Somebody has given me some crazy equation. Let me do this. X square. I think this will not be allowed because it is not an explicit function. I don't know whether it takes in implicit functions. Okay, let's see. Most likely it will not allow me to do that, but if it allows, good only. X square plus what? Y square. X square plus Y square minus 1. Okay, and put a bracket here also. And then what are you saying? Whole cube. Okay, whole cube. Okay, and then put minus what is it? X square y cube. X square multiplied by y cube is equal to how much? 0. Is it? I don't know whether it will come. Oh, wow. I loved this. Wow, it came. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. This is probably the last thing that I should be teaching today. Perfect. What a perfect way to end the class. Who is it? Asil. Thank you so much. Yeah. Will you take classes for NFAT? Geeta Durai, if you put up comments and if I see sufficient students asking it, then definitely why not? So beautiful, beautiful. I didn't know this comes via this equation. This is crazy. I loved it. Yeah. Now I'm going to save this equation. Wow, I love this. See, so many nice, cool things. So if you want to impress some crush who is studying for J, or basically in engineering or on the non-medical side, you can give them this equation, okay? And ask them to use Desmos. Kidding, guys, don't do such things. All right. Creative ka unnadu. Yes, Pooja. Yes. Very nice. I loved it. All right. So this is how physics should be studied. And see, one guy told one equation, how interested the other people got. Now imagine you tell or find some interesting thing, you solve a problem and you tell it to others, it will become even more interesting. Then that is how that community builds. That is why be a part of the Vedantu NEET English channel. Join the Telegram community where we'll be updating you regularly. Smash the like button, guys. It's very important. All these basic things are there. Okay. Join the Telegram community. The link is there in the description box. Okay. So do that. All right. And we will be also taking regular classes over here. Cool. All right. Yep. How to make notes for physics? Okay. To make notes for physics, simple things. Number one, don't make it at the start or even while attending the class. Attend the class, solve basic problems, understand it, read NCERT, solve some level 1 questions, then maybe some more average questions, then solve some PYQs. Maybe 20% also is okay. Right? I'm not asking you to solve all the PYQs because PYQs have mixed concepts. Okay. Even if you are solving some 30% of the exercise and DPPs or assignment questions, that is also fine. After you have done PYQs, NCERT reading, understood some concepts, understood some basic problems, you have a hang of the chapter. When the next chapter starts, no, that's when you go back and make the notes for the first chapter. Got my point? Never make it in the beginning or before solving questions. Because once you have a holistic idea of what the chapter is, trust me, your notes are much better. And after making those notes, go for the next round of problem solving. Trust me, you will have a next level of problem solving. You will be able to solve even more problems in a much better way. So don't try to solve all the problems in the first go. It is not possible also. Okay, cool. All the best, my dear students. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I hope today was literally fun with physics and basics of physics, with how to study physics, what not to do, and what is 11th and 12th syllabus, and what is our journey ahead. Guys, we'll be doing a bridge course of sorts in the near future. We'll be also starting our syllabus also, and we will be making sure that we do as many things as possible in as short time as possible, but keeping our lectures detailed. We will not go fast. There is no point doing marathon because right now you don't need marathons. You need detailed classes, short classes, because in marathon you'll be like 6 hours, sir. Then better watch it recording only. If you are going to watch a recording, then whether I take 1.5 hours, 4 classes, or one class of 6 hours, how does it matter? Getting my point? So when you are attending it live, it's better to keep 1.5 hours to 2 hours classes. That's a good time. I've seen this. I've seen the psychology of the students over the past 13 years, that your attention span will also be good, and you will be having that interest, that mood, and immediately after that, the next class. That's how our syllabus will proceed. Cool? All right. All the best, guys. Smash the like button, and I want you to bring all your friends on the Vedantu NEET English channel. Tell them Captain Shreyas Sir and his team is here. Cool? Captain Shreyas Sir and our entire NEET Warriors team is here. Diksha ma'am for chemistry. For zoology, you have Gopika ma'am. And for botany, you have Baswa sir. The best team that you can ever get. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great time. Bye-bye. Take care.